reach it.
So that was Chris and Anil Gaurav and Noah and Sarah. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good morning.
Good. How are you? I'm a little bit hot because I've been out here. I've been out here doing my loops on the deck, and so
You've been watching. You've been glued to it all morning.
Yes. This is now reminding me of my 100-miler where it just goes on and on. But how are you guys doing?
We're great.
We're doing fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's everybody else?
Oh, the kids are doing very well. We've got Francis over there watching a show. Everybody seems to be acclimating as best they can.
Yeah.
Not without its, hot spots and troubles here and there, but we're sort of figuring it out.
Yeah. Well, we'll know about the world record here in a couple of days. So hopefully we did it. But even if we don't know, it was a good attempt. And I don't know what the final number yet because people were joining in right to the very last minute.
There's a lot to celebrate.
Yeah,
you got us up early. You got us to actually run things that don't happen very often at all.
That's amazing.
Usually I only run when someone's chasing me or someone's filming me. Filming myself was the only motivation that I could really draw from this morning to get me through it. But you got us up. Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you for doing that. Hey, you were the reason why we picked 10 Central Time, just so you know. Because 10 Central Time meant 8 o'clock your time in California. And I was like, we picked 8 o'clock our time. There is no way it's going to happen. Well, there might be a way, but it would be much more difficult of a way.
Pretty well, I'm not the I'm sort of an antisocial person to begin with, and we live, sort of out in the middle of nowhere. But even I've been feeling the need to connect with people and really missed being part of the world.
Yeah.
And this was great. This was
great. Yeah.
Hi, guys. Hi, Manel. Hi, Stacy. I see all of our friends. Hi, guys.
Thanks for everybody who's watching all those ER reruns. I keep getting really nice messages from people saying that they miss Dr. Carter. I miss him too.
You know what the best part about ER is? Is that I think it's held up. It's held. Well, he's a good part. I mean, he's a pediatrician, so I'm a little bit biased to him, but I think I'm more biased to you because you're a friend and family. So, but no, but I think the best part about ER is that it's held up so well. There are a lot of shows that you go back and watch it, and it seems dated, and you can tell like it was filmed in a different time. But ER has been really held amazingly well. Like it doesn't feel dated; it feels very real life. When you're coding and crashing and intubating the kid, I mean, it's just still how it is. So it feels it's a really good series that you did, and it's an amazing character.
Thank you. Well, we always prided ourselves a lot on trying to be medically accurate. I take that as both it's sort of a sad sign of the times that it holds up as well as it does, because one of the things that we were really trying to do was talk about the inequality in our healthcare system.
Yeah, that's true.
Just between the two different Americas, and the fact that pilot is almost 30 years old, and we've only seen the degradation of that system systematically happen over the last 3 decades. It's really sad.
That's true. I mean, that's a very good point. It was. I think you should do a spin-off show. Will you ever? I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot of interest. You certainly will have the whole medical community, people who became doctors because of you, want to know what Dr. Carter is now doing.
It's really. We had our board meeting in Las Vegas just recently with you and Kulturecity, and I was walking through the lobby of our hotel, and I was stopped probably 3 or 4 times over the course of our stay by doctors beginning their career in emergency medicine.
Yeah.
Julina said the same
thing. That's right.
Another dear friend named Dr. Snake who said that to me as well.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely the best thing I've ever done with my life, is inspire so many people to go into the medicine.
Yeah.
I think of the lives that you have all saved.
Oh.
I feel very good about myself.
Yeah.
I'll be doing nothing right now.
Yeah, it's amazing if you extrapolate it that way, because it's not just a fun show that people watch, that people enjoy from the drama standpoint, but you literally changed lives, because you made people inspired. You inspired people to go into a field that was very young and almost non-existent, because emergency medicine wasn't. It's a very young field at that point.
No, it's about 70 years old.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the basic techniques that were developed during the Korean War and then Vietnam War, basically triage medicine.
That's right. Yeah.
And now a lot of ER doctors actually train, in sort of more tense situations to prepare them for the things that they're going to see in the city.
Yeah. Oh, Dominique just says, love ER. Yeah, he loves
ER. Dominique.
Oh, my God. Dominique Wilkins is giving me a shout-out. It's the best. One of the highlights of being on the board was getting to spend some time with him. Huge childhood hero of mine, Dominique Wilkins.
Oh, he's a machine. It's still amazing to see him dunk, and I'm always still like in awe, like, oh my God, how can you still do that and do that so well?
True.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing lately?
Good question. Every day is sort of the same, and every day is a little bit different. I'm reminded almost daily of advice my grandfather gave me when I got on ER, and I started thinking, okay, I want to move out of this tiny apartment and get a big house. And my grandfather said, you can only be in one room at a time. And then he also said you should never live in a place that's bigger than you can clean yourself.
Oh, that's a good advice.
Both of those words of wisdom are coming back to me. We spend a lot of time.
We spend most of our time cooking
and
we
cleaning.
have 3 kids, 2 dogs.
Yes.
Kids that want to eat 2 times a day, dogs that want to eat twice a day. They want to eat
all the time, you guys.
Oh, yes.
All the time.
Yes. What is it with the eating? Yes.
When you're home all the time, everybody's making more messes. Everybody's doing more laundry.
The laundry never ends. Never ends.
Yep.
And so I've become very domestic.
I think this is when you say, okay, there's got to be some grace, and you know what? It's not perfect, but I'm just gonna.
I know, it really
fine. It is
I live with a perfectionist. I live with someone who's literally like, what's that spot doing on the window? I did it 2 days ago.
No, it'd be like, are you fed? Okay. Are you showered? No? Okay, that's fine. But are you fed? Yes? Okay. All right, that's fine. That's all good. All right, good night. Go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, good enough parenting, I believe that's
good enough parenting. That's where we're at right now, guys.
That's right. Good enough parenting. I love that. So you guys know this because I've told you before, but I love Falling Skies. It's not maybe one of your favorite, but I thought it was.
No, I have very fond memories of that. Yeah. In fact, I am a bit of an amateur survivalist, and I think I got to pick that up from that show.
Yeah.
So, we've been very blessed during this period of time because my wife, and I both go to the store, and we have a big pantry. So we like having lots of supplies in case of emergency. So we've been, pretty well supplied, and I credit Falling Skies for a lot of that training.
We
have all the pasta sauce, guys, all of it.
That's right, because, on Falling Skies, you really had to, you were the leader in this world that, everyone's just trying to survive. And in some ways, it made me think about what we're doing now. And, when there's all this craziness that's breaking out, how we can get out of this. What's your best survival skill tip? Do you have one? Sarah or Noah?
Well, just to talk about thematically about Falling Skies, one of the things I really signed on to do that show, the reason was I liked the idea of what would happen if we had to hit the reset button and start over again. And what would we take from life before that was good, and what would we discard that was unhelpful or counterproductive to our overall aims. And similarly, I think everybody's been touching on that subject today about how can we take this experience and have it actually make us better for it in the long run. And we've been looking for those silver linings, both with the time and attention we've been able to spend with our kids and with each other, and slowing down and not being so busy. And reaching out and trying to be of service when possible, and connect to people you haven't seen for a while.
And also, like, what do you actually really need? I think this is something that's all really taking stock of, like, we don't need as much as as many things, and we need to reach out to each other a lot more. Yeah, that's what right. We really need.
I learned how to do roots.
Did you say roots?
Yeah, I did a good job, right?
Oh, that looks perfect. Yeah. That looks perfect.
Yeah. Because we're all staying
home. This is like a manicure salon in here. Got it all going.
I think to your point, I think the human piece is perhaps the most important piece of everything that we do. You know, the human connection, the human stories, the desire to make ourselves better, the desire to help another human fellow human being, and to be able to see someone go through difficult times together. I think it's make us who we are. It's what grounds us. It's what makes you wake up, it's what makes you get out of bed to say that, you know what, there are always going to be very difficult moments. This is not an easy time for anybody, but we can always do something for somebody else, for ourselves, for our community, for our world.
Yeah, it instantly makes your problems relative. It gives you instant perspective as well.
Yeah.
You definitely have a lot of Falling Sky fans as well, because a lot of people are saying, "I love Falling Skies. Thank you for the show." and I think I've seen a few bring Dr. Carter back. I think Nick said that too. I think Nick just said
he's turning 50 this year, old Dr. Carter. He's no spring chicken anymore.
He's 50. That's perfect. That's the perfect time to come back, because now he's got wisdom. He's gone through rehab. He's gone through the lowest points of his life, and he's going to come back with things to tell the young chickadees, right?
Sounds good to me.
And he's really nice, wonderful.
Hi, everybody that's checking in. Falling Sky. I'm going to put on my glasses to show you that I'm almost 52.
Oh, not enough librarians mentioned here.
Librarians on there
of course. I mean, librarians. You have so many. Bring back Dr. Carter. Okay, look, Dominique's telling you to bring back Dr. Carter again.
Bring Dr. Carter back. More librarians. This is so nice. Hi, everybody.
You guys are making me feel very good. I do have a little bit of news. Even in the middle of this quarantine, I was able to get a job. And when this all clears, I'm going to be helping to reboot the show Leverage that was on TNT a few years back.
Wow. Tell us about that reboot. Can you tell us about the reboot, or maybe not?
Beginning stages now, but we're scheduled to shoot in Louisiana when it's clear, and it's basically about a team of people who are thieves and con men and people that sort of operate between the system, who do Robin Hood acts for people that are in need.
Wow, that sounds like super exciting. Do you see yourself now moving away from acting